Welcome to Pakistan's pop culture. We're going to be looking at both music and film industries to see how Pakistan's pop culture is today. Some of us may think that because Pakistan is an Islam country, it is kind of a no fun zone. At least for me, I thought that the only thing they listened to was prayer and scripture chanting from towers on loudspeakers. And the thought of someone in that country driving around jamming out to their favorite Justin Bieber song seemed kind of crazy. However, there's actually a little bit of both worlds there. On the one hand, you have extreme conservatives who would rather burn TVs and music than let people listen to them. This is actually a picture of the MMA, or United Council of Action, burning cassettes, CD players, CDs, DVDs, and VHSs. On the other hand, there are actually some crazy and fun celebrities, just like Michael Jackson. Just kidding, nobody's as crazy as Michael Jackson. So, pop music started in the late 60s and early 70s, and mostly came from the film industry. This started the golden era of music and what was called filmy pop. This new music was more upbeat and influenced by Bollywood and the US or Western culture entertainment industry. In fact, one of the most famous singers at the time, Robin Ghosh, used the Bee Gees and the Carpenters to inspire his hit music. Here in the next slide, you can check out something he put out.
कभी तो तुमको याद आएगी वो बहारे वो समा झुके झुके बादलों के नीचे मिले थे हम तुम जा
As what happens in every culture, time started adapting and changing the music. Now, some of the number one hits are a little more recognizable to the popular styles that we are used to in the US at this time. Now, my next slide is one that I found that I really enjoyed, and on this slide is some of the popular singers today. See, wasn't that great? Now, on to Lollywood. Lollywood is a mixture between Hollywood and Lahore, because Lahore was the center and birthplace of Pakistan's film industry. After many challenges, though, the industry has fallen from 200 films annually to about 50 films annually. And in the 80s, there were 1,100 theaters compared to the 120 that are open today. The first film in Pakistan was Teri Yad, or My Memory, and was released on August 7th, 1948. This was a love movie and about revenge on a greedy murdering father and how two people fell in love. The other iconic film was made during the Golden Age, or the 50s through the 60s. It's called Ayana, or The Mirror. This film was in theaters for months and was about how a poor girl charmed and a charming boy fell in love. As mentioned before, Lollywood has had a pretty tough road. However, some say that this is on the rise, and if you watch some of their newer movies, you can see a dramatic improvement in quality. Oh, and both War and Duke Dar are on Netflix, but don't watch War because it's rated TVMA, and that is surprising considering the country's tight censoring, but there are others on there. Lollywood movies can be funny, sad, thrilling, and moving, just like some of the movies you would expect to see in the US. In the next slide, though, I have a clip of the Dakar trailer, so check this one out.
तोरगुल का मोइन जैनब को निकाह पढ़ाने आएगा तोरगुल से तुम्हारा इज्जत तो था वो हमारा है.
Now, as I mentioned before, they have some pretty tight censoring laws. In Pakistan, if there's really any vulgarity, violence, explicit content, a lot of times the movies are out, except for in war, apparently. Also, you can't forget about treading softly on anything that puts Pakistan or Islam, the Islamic religion, in a bad light. Here are just a couple of examples. However, this is the end. Thank you so much for joining me. Overall, the entertainment industry seems to make people happy in Pakistan. And in my mind, it helps us see how similar our two different cultures are to each other. And we can, if we watch them and listen to them, we can really have some fun. So again, thank you for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed it.